So as I was saying, in the Yoga Patanjali Sutras, they describe 8 branches to yoga. And one of those branches is what's called asanas, or postures. And but it's only one of the branches of yoga. Yoga also encompasses meditation, it encompasses breathing exercises, it encompasses proper action, be nice to people, it encompasses societal activity and personal activity and a lot of different things. There's 8 branches to yoga. And as I say, one of those branches is what's called asanas. But what's happened in the West is that those asanas have just become synonymous with yoga. Yoga is just called, everybody thinks when they think about yoga, they think of these postures that we do. But in reality, as I say, there are 8 different branches to yogic practice, and this being yoga asanas being one of them. So what does yoga actually mean? What's the purpose of it? Why do it? What are the benefits you're going to, expect to get from doing yoga? Well, the word yoga means union. That's what the word actually means. It doesn't mean stretching. It doesn't mean anything like that. It means union. And the whole purpose of yoga, all the different aspects of yoga, is to bring about this union. But union of what? What are we trying to unify when we practice yoga? Well, what we're trying to actually do is integrate the 3 main aspects of our life. And the 3 main aspects of our life are body, mind, and spirit. So your body is very obvious. It's your physiology, your liver, your kidneys, your lungs, all the different organs, all the different systems that make you up, okay? And we all know that our body is prone to picking up stress and strain. We eat the wrong food, we do the wrong things, we're sitting all day, we're in a car driving a lot, and the body can get very knotted up when that happens, okay? Different tensions can occur in the body. The second aspect of your life is your mind. Okay, and your mind is obviously incredibly important because your whole life is dependent on the way that you think. Everything you do, your actions are really secondary to your thoughts. So you have thoughts, and then based on those thoughts you act, and your thoughts can be negative or positive or full of anxiety or dullness or fretfulness or worry or whatever it happens to be. But your thinking process, your mental state, is very, very important. And that's another huge aspect of your existence, is your mind. Very, very important aspect of your existence. And then the third thing that yoga is trying to integrate is your spirit, body, mind, spirit, or your soul. Now, this is a little bit more abstract, okay? So what is your soul? What is your spirit? Well, you got to take a look at what we are, what we call ourselves. We call ourselves human beings. That's what we all identify ourselves. Being is the field of existence. It's a field of creativity. It's an unbounded, unmanifest field of intelligence. It's called pure consciousness. We are human beings. And what that means is that we are the human expression of that field of intelligence. We express that field of creativity in our nervous system, through our nervous system. Everything in the world is made of consciousness. Plants, animals, trees, inanimate objects, everything is made from consciousness. But in the Vedic tradition, according to the Vedic tradition, human beings have a very unique position in the creation, in that a human being is capable of displaying the entire field of the intelligence of creativity in one human nervous system. So what they say in the Vedas is that man is made of perfection. In the same way as another religious tradition might say man is made in the image of God, okay? So they're the 3 main aspects of our life. And the third one is one maybe that we awaken through meditation and yoga and all these things. So the idea or the job or the function of yoga is to integrate and enliven these 3 aspects of our life. And by doing that, we lead a more fulfilling, a happier, a healthier, a more enlivening. Our mind becomes more, they use the word sattvic, which means more pure. We have positive thoughts about people. We have empathy, we have forgiveness, we have a healthy body, we have a healthy mind, and we have an integrative view on life that exists there. So that's what yoga is. That's what the purpose of yoga is. That's what the purpose of Ayurveda is. That's what the purpose of yoga is. That's what the purpose of meditation is. All of these different things that came about in the ancient scriptures are to lead people to higher and higher levels of understanding and consciousness and integration. So really, yoga is not gymnastics, and yoga is not aerobics. And in reality, yoga is not even about stretching. What these yoga asanas are about are allowing the free flow of intelligence to flow very easily and very effortlessly throughout the physiology. And there's two very important things you need to bring to bear when you're doing yoga postures. And the first one is that you stay well within your comfort limits. As human beings, we're in this thing where we get very, very competitive, and we go to a yoga class and we see someone doing a posture and they put their head down on their knee and they think, okay, well, that's the ideal posture. That's what I need to achieve. But your body might not be ready to do that. It might be in nowhere near a position to do that. And then you try to do that and you end up straining and you end up hurting yourself. And obviously when you hurt yourself, you think, well, I don't want to be hurting myself, so I'm not going to do yoga anymore. So we stay well within our comfort zone. There is no such thing as the ideal posture. There is only the ideal posture for you. And that's wherever you're starting from. So we stay well within our comfort limits. There's no pain to be felt. We can feel a stretch, but we don't feel any pain. And if you feel pain, you ease back on the stretch, okay? And then what happens as you continue to do yoga, and what I'm going to show you today, you can do this every day on your own. As you continue to do it, your flexibility grows and grows and grows and grows. But you do it in a very easy way, in a very effortless way. So as I say, there's no such thing as the ideal posture, and there's no such thing as being good or bad at yoga. It's not something to be good or bad at. I did hear a woman on the radio the other day. She said, I went to a yoga class, but I'm no good at it. That's a misunderstanding of what yoga is. There's no such thing as somebody being better at union than somebody else. I'm not saying people don't have different levels of flexibility. They obviously do. But the fact that you can stand on your head and maybe put your legs behind you doesn't make you better at yoga than somebody who can't do that. Because it's, as I say, it's not gymnastics and it's not aerobics. So we start from wherever we are, which is great because it's the only place we can start from anyway, okay? So we start from wherever we are and we be very easy with ourselves. And we don't strain when we're doing these postures. And the other very, very important thing is awareness when we're doing yoga, okay? Attention or awareness. So your awareness or your attention is something that you have control over. It's part of your free will. So you can be sitting there thinking, okay, well, I'm going to do this class, so I'm going to listen to what this guy is having to say to me, okay? And your attention is what I'm saying to you now. Or you might be sitting there thinking, Jesus, what's this guy going on about? I came here to do a yoga class and he's rabbiting on about higher states of consciousness and all that. I'll just go and listen to the telly until he's finished, okay? So you direct your attention to somewhere else. And that's your free will. That's your choice. That's what you can do. And whatever you put your attention on in life grows. So if you put your attention on the negative things in your life and the problems that you have, they tend to exacerbate. If you put your attention on the things that you have to be grateful for and the things that you have, then they tend to grow as well. And what we do when we're doing yoga asanas is we bring our attention to wherever we feel the stretch in the body. Okay, so if you're putting your leg out in front of you and you're going down and you start feeling a stretch on the bottom of the leg, what's happening there is that extra blood is being brought into that area of the body. And with that extra blood, there's extra nutrients and toxins are being flushed out of that area to free up any blockages that are there. But by you placing your attention on that area, you multiply the benefits of that manifold. Okay, so we don't do yoga listening to the TV. We don't do yoga listening to the radio. We do not pay any attention to the person beside us. We don't get distracted by them, which is the good thing about Zoom, because anyway, you can't see the person beside you. Okay, so it's just yourself. So you just bring your awareness to yourself. You allow your attention to go wherever the stretch is, and then you just hold it for a little bit, and then you move on to the next posture. And if you do yoga in that way, you'll get the maximum benefit from it. So no stress, no strain, and put your attention on it. And yoga is for everybody. It's for elderly people. It's for people who are overweight. It's for people who are drug or alcohol dependent. It's for absolutely everybody. It's not just for fit looking people in leotards. Yoga is for anybody can do yoga, and everybody will benefit from doing yoga. And as I say, you just start from wherever you start. So I just wanted to say those things about the practice before I begin, because I'm sure there are yoga teachers who will probably disagree with some of the things I've said, and that's fine. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion, but that's the philosophy that I bring to yoga when I teach yoga, you know. Now, what I'd like to do is, if Dr. Rajvinder is on, I'd like to start this class with a little Vedic chant. And I'm just going to see, can I find Dr. Rajvinder? Wow, we've 444 people on. My God. Okay. the biggest yoga class I ever did. I can tell you that much for nothing. So Rajvinder.
Yes, hi all.
Hey Raj, how are you?
I'm good, happy.
Great to
yeah,
see
good
you.
to see you all. Hello, namaste to everybody.
So Rajvinder, what I'd like to do, thanks very much for coming on and helping me with this class. So what maybe I'd like to do is you can just start this class off with a little Vedic chant, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
Listen to.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the Gayatri mantra. So you are probably familiar, so you can chant along. So everybody take a deep breath and settle in your space where you are. If your mind is busy and distracted, try to focus your mind and come here in the space on your yoga mat. Just be here and drop everything else and prepare yourself to get into asanas and meditation, and all that Node is gonna do this with you for next hour. Okay, so you're gonna take a deep breath in. Om Bhurvuvah Swaha Tasya Viturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rajvinder. That's a lovely, auspicious start to our class. Okay, everybody. So I just we're going to get started now. So just one or two things. One thing I have to say is I am an insured teacher of yoga. I'm a qualified teacher of yoga. I did teacher training in Rishikesh in 2016. I started doing yoga in 1986, and I trained with Maharishi, and then I trained in Rishikesh in 2016. There is a little disclaimer. We're doing a very, very simple yoga class here this morning. Make sure there's no coffee tables around you. We will be doing a little bit of rolling. Give yourself some space. The disclaimer that my insurance company asked me to say is that you're doing this class at your own risk. It is a physical exercise. I can only see that the risk is very, very minimum. But if you roll into your coffee table and hit your head, please don't blame me, okay? But we're just going to be doing very, very simple things here this morning. So, okay, so we're just going to start now. The other thing is, I can't remember if I did a Zoom yoga class before. I normally just teach in person, you know. So I have another computer set up here so I can see what you're seeing. So hopefully you're going to be able to see what I'm doing, okay? And I may, if I look and I see, okay, that's not good, I'll move the posture around a bit, and then so that you can see. I realize there's an awful lot of people on this that maybe are doing yoga for the very, very first time. So this is going to be a very easy, gentle class, a gentle yoga class, okay? So first of all, I just want you to sit on your mat and you can cross your legs. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a little warm up to get the circulation going. So you take the palms of your hand and you press them on the top of your head, and then you move down over your forehead, over your eyes, over your chin, and then you stop at your heart. Okay, you stop at the heart. And then you go back up to the top of your head and you press on the back of your head, over your neck, down on your neck, and down to your heart. Okay, we're always stopping at the heart here. You put your left hand out and you take your right hand and you do the top of your fingers over on the ankle, up the elbow, onto your shoulder, over here, and again, just stop at the heart. And you do the same thing underneath. So this is very, very good for your circulation. We're just warming up here a little bit. And we stop at the heart. And we do exactly the same thing on the other side. So just put the right hand out, over, and we stop at the heart. And the same thing. And we stop at the heart. Okay, Raj, I'm just gonna put you on mute because your screen is coming up. Okay, you're muted, Raj, so your screen is okay, and we stop at the heart. Now, put your hands down your back, start at the very base of your spine there, come up the back, come around, and stop at the heart. Then your abdomen, right down at your abdomen, your belly, up over your solar plexus. Just a little bit of pressure up, stop at the heart. Okay. Now, put your left leg out. And now you have two hands free, so you can do the top and bottom of your leg at the same time. So start at the big toe and just squeeze and around at your ankle, up over your knees, around at the hips, and then stop at the heart. Now, I'm not going to be able to see the chats coming in. I can see lots of chats coming in, but there's no possibility of me answering them at the moment. So maybe we can look at them later on. Same thing on the other leg. And then stop up at the heart. Okay. So that's that done. That's getting the circulation going. Okay, so now we just take either of your hands. Let's say we start with the right hand, put it out, and then just do this in a circular motion with your wrist. And then anti-clockwise. So we're going to do all the joints here. We're just going to warm up all the joints. This is the anti-arthritis setup. And then we do the same in the other hand. Just you can breathe through your nose if you can. It's fine if it's easy for you to breathe through your nose. When we do the elbows, just in, out, in, out, in. We put them out this way. Okay, we do the shoulders, roll the shoulders back, roll them back, and then roll them forward. Starting to unknot all the tension in the shoulders. Now, put your hands back behind you and rest on them and put your feet out in front of you. Okay, and then stretch your toes, bend your toes in. I can't really show you this, but bend your toes like that, okay? So bend them in and then bring them back, and bend them in and bring them back. So you're stretching the toes, both sides at the same time. So bend them in, bring them back, point them towards you, bring them back towards you, point them away from you, bring them back towards you, point them away from you, bring them back towards you, point them away from you. Okay, and then just wiggle them a little bit. Now, you can bend one of your legs and just grab hold of your ankle, and then just do a little, I'll just go back a little bit, maybe you can see this. Just do a little, just a little clockwise twist. Just rub the ankle around and then the other way. And then back again, just free up that ankle and then the other way. And then we do the same with the other foot. So just a little circular motion. Get the joints freed up. Okay, that's great. So we're going to have to stand up to do the knees, okay? So we stand up. And then just bend over and put your hands on your knees. And then little circular motions. Little circular motions. And then the other way. Okay, and then we'll go back down on our mat. Now, I'll just show you first what I want you to do, okay? So you just watch me. So you lie down. I'm not sure how this is working out on the screen. And then you take your right leg and you just raise it up, keeping the leg straight. And you just raise the leg up as very comfortable. Don't overstretch here, okay? And you'll feel a stretch in the leg, and then allow your attention to go to where that stretch is, and do it 3 times either side, and just hold it for 5 or 10 seconds, but no strain. And, you know, and keep the knee straight or straightish if you can. A trick is to point the toes away from you or point them towards you, but point them away from you, and that'll help you to keep the leg straight. So do that 3 times either side, raising up from the hip. No, hold it when you go up. Don't just bring it up and down. Hold when you get up, hold it. Only for a few seconds, okay? There's somebody there that's very, very flexible. Richie, good man, Richie. And just hold it when you get up. And if you only go up like a quarter of the way or whatever, 45 degrees, that's absolutely fine. No stress is the main thing here. Just hold it and then bring the leg back down. Okay. We'll be in touch. Actually, I'll just put everybody that joined the yoga class on our mailing list. And if you don't want to be on that mailing list, just click on subscribe. It's very, very easy. Just click on subscribe if you don't want stuff from us. But I'll put you all on the list anyway, you know. And just one little chat there. Just want to see what that is. Okay, Holly Timmermans. Okay, so lots of very positive feedback, which we always like to see. Okay, everybody, namaskar. Thank you very much for coming along, and we'll be in touch with you all soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Blessed weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.